I am Savvy Mike in this. Is I am Savvy Mike TV. And when DJ Academics make news, then we gotta talk about them. We gotta figure out what's going on. And the best way to do that is by watching the clip or watching his clip or watching the stream. That's the best way to do that. Now, if you don't know, Milagros lost. Well, the defamation part, that's why this is all kind of still weird. Because the defamation part is still, the district judge got to see if she agrees with the jury on whether Milagros is media or not. So that's still in limbo. But she did win the part of the case where Milagro basically promoted the AI or deep fake sex tape of Megan Thee Stallion. So she won there. So in a sense, Megan Thee Stallion won the case against Milagro. While it's still a lot to be determined, she won, right? So in that happening, DJ Academics has taken it upon himself to, I guess, get his team together and sue Megan Thee Stallion. Now we're gonna get the context. We're gonna kind of get how he feels about what happened between Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro in this case and everything. And yeah, we're just gonna dive into this clip. I have no more to really say. Let's get into it. Let's listen.
I'm just dumb. That's the reality behind it. No disrespect to Tasha K. I don't want to start beefing with you again because I do like recently you've been trying to champion new media and we're all in the same pool, no matter what, right? But that's what I thought about the Cardi B Tasha K case. Here's the thing with Meg Thee Stallion and Milagro that everybody keeps thinking it's the same. It's not the same. Meg Thee Stallion doesn't like criticism at all. I don't know why she's a celebrity. Meg Thee Stallion doesn't like that people don't blanketly believe that she feels or that eventually her story has turned to he shot me. You didn't say that at first. You say you stepped on glass. When at first you came online, you were unwilling to speak. Then when he pissed you off, it's like listen to every scorned girlfriend. First his dick small, then he's gay, then I just don't fuck with him. He broke. How many things are you going to get to before you actually just tell the truth? He found someone more attractive than you and he just cut you off and now you're salty. That's the truth. But you tell 5 different versions before. I know salty women. They say anything. I've had an ex that told a chick, I just got chlamydia from him. You know why? She's salty. Lies. Everybody knows that. Okay, cool. The point is this. When I seen Meg start moving like that, I'm like, I don't know what to believe. Okay? Her issue isn't that she wanted justice. Did she get justice? I would believe that if you get someone incarcerated for 10 years, you got justice. So Tory is locked up. And no matter who cares if everybody's saying, or not everybody, but there's a group of people saying free Tory or they feel he was wrongly incarcerated. The point is he's incarcerated. You got justice. He shot you in your final opinion or your final story, and he's incarcerated for shooting you. What more do you want? It's never been just about justice. It's about sympathy and trying to get some Cinderella type of love to propel a career that's really, it's like a treadmill. You're running in place, you're going nowhere. She wants everybody to fuck with her. She wants to be Rihanna post the Chris Brown thing. The reality is you're not likable. That's a tough pill to swallow, but it's true. Remember I told you, it's so interesting the difference between women and men. They love to say when I criticize women, it's misogynistic. But think about this. I tell you every day, if I was supposed to listen to the internet, I would have been had the noose up and I would have been hung myself. They say the worst thing about me every day. You know what I got to do? I got to go sit up in a Maybach or I got to go spend some money and just feel good because you know what? No matter what they say about me online, I'm living a decent life and I'm happy. You got to get over it. When I see that little white girl that Drake gave like 3 interviews to, where he's laid up in bed with her, Bobby Alton, like, they're so mean to me and my new boyfriend. Bitch, shut up. The internet is going to pick and choose the villains and the damsel in distress. They picked Rihanna as a damsel in distress. The real Rihanna story is Rihanna was, not that I agree that Chris Brown should put his hands on him, but Rihanna was slapping the fuck out of Chris Brown, beating up on him, and Chris reacted. That don't matter. They pick Rihanna as the victim. We love Rihanna. I don't want to go back into that. For whatever reason, they're not picking you, shorty. They don't believe you're some sympathetic figure. It could have to do with mad different reasons. They've seen you with 10 dudes in a year. They think you're a certain type of person. They feel like whatever it is, They're not picking you. Goes back to, I'm telling you this because as much as they try to call me misogynistic, I'm treating niggas and women the same. Because I don't get up online and say why they don't like me. I know why niggas don't like me. Some of y'all favorite rappers, nigga, I dug a 8-foot ditch and I put their careers there. I get it. So the day that y'all find out, like, oh, I could get act, y'all gonna say whatever. Oh shit, yeah, act's weird, act's this, act's bro, act. You will say anything because I'm not the most likable person for everybody. My audience loves me, but I've accepted that outside of the comforts of the chat nigga community, you're gonna have people say everything about me. I accept it. It's what comes with the gig. I keep telling you, the gig is the gig. If I wanted to be liked, I wouldn't give controversial opinions, or I would just speak as whatever the public is or the majority is saying. I've gone against public narrative and public perception. Most of the people I like, people hate. When nobody wanted to talk to 6ix9ine, who's saying, oh, that's my boy? Because I don't give a fuck. I have to live in it, bask in it, but I can't complain when people don't agree with me or throw hate at me no matter what. Look, chat. I'm about to, look, by the way, this donation shit is whatever. I'm already working on it. We're donating either 15 or 20,000 to, it's a high school in Jamaica, right? Not one blog is going to cover it. By the way, we're working on it right now. So, and by the way, thank you guys for any of your donations. I told you, whatever you guys donated, I'm going to jump up. It's going to be 15 or 20 grand. We found
Yeah, your boy Savvy Mike definitely threw a little 10 in that pot. You know, a little light 10. A little light 10. A little light 10. No, actually, I think I spent 25. What am I capping for? About 25, 30 maybe. Maybe. Because I was like, this is for Jamaica. So a light 20. I'll say a light 20. Either way, I threw something in that damn pot. I threw something in it. But yeah, prayers for Jamaica. I hope the school gets what they deserve. And I hope ACT definitely inflates that plot for sure. 20 grand, I guess that's enough.
Particular school, the roof was blown off of the school with the hurricane. We were going to donate. Nobody's going to cover it. Nobody's going to be like, ACT's a good person. Nobody's going to be like, yo, I could have used this. No, nobody. But I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to sit here and sulk and cry and, oh, you're not making me seem like a good guy. I'm going to sue, which we'll get back to that in a second. But that's what Megan Thee Stallion's doing. That's simply it. She got justice, and then her plight is to sue people to make her a victim. Now, for the dummies in the back, I know she's going with this defamation shit, but it's really bullshit. She really got Milagro for what is a deepfake porn that the jury agreed that she promoted by verbally telling her audience, go check my likes if y'all want to see the porn of Meg. And it was a deep fake video, which means it was fake. It was not real. And in Florida statute, it means that if you promoted a fake pornographic image that you were trying to have people believe it's real, when you knowingly knew it was fake, you are liable.
And what's interesting about all of that is both of them are from Houston. So clearly she sued her in this court because she knew she could win this case. Like, she knew she could win this part of the case as far as the promotion of the deep fake sex tape goes. She knew she could win that in this Florida, the Southern District of Florida court. But I guess it's not really that much of a law in Houston, because why not sue her in y'all hometown? You know, why even sue her in Miami, where both of y'all don't even truly stay? Where she has to fly out, you have to fly out just to go to court because you know you could get an easy win. Like I said in the last video, this just all seemed like a ploy to get at one of Meg's ops, which isn't Milagro in my opinion. It's Nikki, it's Tori. She's just a conduit to both. So hey, try to shut her up, and maybe you could shut them up. Hopefully.
And she was ruled liable. Now, let's get into the ruling. We've gone over so much of this case. I've told you I don't have a defense. I rock with Milagro, but I didn't tell her to go tweet out a naked video or whatever, or to talk about. It ain't that deep with me. I don't give, like, in my opinion, I think Meg is bust down Tatiana for the industry. That's my opinion. Blueface just came out saying while she was nursing that leg of hers, he pulled up over there to offer some fake sympathy and got some head. So come on now, like, bro, like, we're not making this shit up. We're hearing the niggas talk about it. Yeah, after I heard she got shot, I showed up trying to check on her and make sure she good. Yeah, I got some sucky. In the same interview, the nigga said, I don't give a fuck if she was shot or not. Got some head and dip. Come on, chat. Nobody's making this shit up. This is a perception about Shorty. It's a perception about Shorty, gang. So, what I cared about when it came to this entire case is, will Meg Thee Stallion be successful at outlawing criticisms, non-belief, or people that don't like her? Again, I've said to all y'all, if you could outlaw people not liking you or speaking ill of you, well, I have a lot of lawsuits to file. By the way, I want to announce, and we're going to get into this, but I do want to announce, and I think this is the best way to get into it. Let me make sure this is clear when I do it. Hold on. I need some lotion in my hands. I want to announce, people. I do want to announce. Unbeknownst to most of y'all watching, and unbeknownst to the public, me and my small group of people who work with me, and we have been working with an attorneys, we were in the process of preparing to file a lawsuit versus Meg Thee Stallion. I want this abundantly clear and obvious. And I want to explain, and today is a hiccup, and I'm going to tell you why, and we're going to get into this case. Because we anticipated that Meg, through whether it's clear bias of the judge, whether it's whatever Rock Nation sleight of hand, was probably going to be successful in some facet versus Milagro Cooper, who doesn't have enough resources to really properly go to war versus the Avengers. So we were taking action. By the way, I also want to let y'all know, Rock Nation, through their many investigators and how they harassed me, particularly, in terms of having me to post for 9 hours, I realized if they gonna have something for me, I probably gotta have something for them. Don't you worry. So I said, I'm gonna, and I met with the legal minds around me. We were in the process of crafting this lawsuit. Now, I'm again, everything I'm saying here is facts, but I wanna tell you where it stands today, and we're gonna get into this. And really, today's decision affects how I have to move forward. Why would I sue? Well, everything. If you play the legal game as Megan's play the legal game, you have to look for precedents, right? Like in the Drake and Kendrick thing, even though Drake didn't sue Kendrick, Drake sued the labels. Drake getting that lawsuit tossed out, which we're going to give an update on the petition that still exists in Bexar County. We're going to get to that. But Drake getting that lawsuit tossed out tells every other artist, if somebody says something about you on record, don't sue your record label, because it's not going to go far. They have precedent. The precedent is Drake lawsuit versus the label pertaining Kendrick Lamar's song got tossed out. It's all about precedent. So I anticipated that Meg was going to have maybe a monumental win. What would be a monumental win? It would be a Cardi B-like win. Hey, you're awarded $4 or $5 million. And this $4 to $5 million judgment means you've bankrupted Milagro. You've kind of like almost handicapped her entire operation, and maybe you have like ran her out of business, all because she didn't agree with the jury verdict in the criminal case against Tory Lanez, and also because she isn't that favorable to you. So what I said is, if it could be taken on face value, and by the way, one of the things that Meg was seeking was damages for what she called as emotional distress. Basically, you're speaking bad about me. You have caused me stress. You have sent me to... So in anticipating what, and obviously I knew Rock Nation doesn't spend $2 million already. They've, based on me and a couple of lawyers, shout out to my man, even Bradford Cohen, I'm out of Florida. They're like, yo, at minimum, they've spent $120,000 on your deposition. At minimum. 9 hours, 2 different locations. They're doing the most. Cool. So I said, we're going to have to make sure we're good. Now, I said, if Meg feels like she could sue because people make jokes at her expense, people are not nice to her, people don't believe her, well, that's what is called precedence. Here's where my lawsuit was going to be based off, chat. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here. Chat. Now, I'm going to tell you why I was crafting a lawsuit around this, right? Meg Thee Stallion claims she paid $240,000 twice to go in a 5-week rehab program because of mean words said by Milagro Cooper that affected her mental health that required therapy. And I said, wow, if that's good enough to file a lawsuit, Does anybody ever say mean words to academics? They do it all the time. Has Meg ever said some mean words to me? Absolutely. I'm not going to lie to you. And I remember this very clearly. After a short back and forth with me and Meg the Stallion, right, where she accused me of lying, she says something that sent me in a spiral into severe depression. It cost me a shit ton of money. And I realized that this was my time. If she's successful in doing the same versus Milagro, I got a case versus her. Let me tell you where.
Is your time to shine, Act? Is your time to shine? Your Gambit from fucking Deadpool versus Wolverine. That's what you are. You're Gambit from Deadpool and Wolverine. That's what you are. My time to shine.
Let me tell you where, chat. This is the tweet right here. Hold up. We're going to put it up. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. It's not that. Where is it at? It's right here. This was her Instagram post where she says, "Big act, little boy, please. Why would you post there was no DNA found but now saying it's inconclusive? How are you specifically able to see documents before they come out in court? What you saying is his lawyer sharing evidence with bloggers? Got it. Take your big ass on somewhere." Now, I'm not going to lie to you, chat. If anybody knows me, ever since I've been public online, I've been getting fat shamed, and it's sent me into mental depression. I never shared this shit with y'all. It's made me contemplate Ozempic, Contape, all type of shit for weight loss. You know what I mean? This shit really fucked me up. I lost a lot of money. McDonald's tried to sponsor me one time, and because of her tweet, her post, I was ashamed. I couldn't take that fucking sponsor. I lost out on money. So if Meg could body shame me, take your big ass on somewhere, wow. I didn't eat for a week. The people around me could testify to that. When I seen this, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. There were food companies that want to do some collabs. I couldn't do it. I lost out on bread. So if she could sue Milagro because she claims that she lost out on $10, $20 million based on Milagro's conduct, well, I lost out on shit. After you call me fat, I couldn't do no collabs, no endorsements with food companies. You know how long DoorDash was trying to sponsor me? I couldn't do it then. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I stopped eating for a week. McDonald's wanted to get on again before Costnat had a meal, before these niggas had a meal. They wanted the Big Ack meal. Check it, Big Mac, Big Ack. Come on, man. Come on, man. Chat was almost getting the bag, but when I was gonna sign that lucrative deal,
don't get the
I
Big
couldn't do
Mac.
it.
Get the Big Ack.
All I could hear in my head was Meg saying, "Man, take your big ass somewhere." So now when McDonald's want to do a Big Ack meal, I'm like, take your big. I think she caused me some mental distress. I was planning to sue. Yeah, newsflash. Yes, I got some money to waste too. Don't act like Megan Rock Nation the only person with the money. That's just like they could just throw in the toilet now. Hold on now. Meg the Stallion caused me severe mental distress when she commented on my weight. Chat, I've told you about my weight loss journey. I started everyday struggle in 2017. I was around 230 pounds. I gained 40 pounds. I went to 270. Everybody's commented on my weight. Yo, look, Soulja Boy said, "Man, shut your fat ass up. I'm over here I couldn't sleep. I had sleep apnea. I got all type of shit going on. Finally, I've gotten to a healthier place in my life. I'm down to 212 pounds. But it took a while. What set me back, what fucked me up, lost me deals, I didn't speak to people for weeks, was Meg the Stallion using, and by the way, here's the thing, because I was going off precedence. Meg the Stallion claims that Milagro, who has 40,000 followers, made her pay $500,000 for therapy. 40,000 followers? The chick who did this got 40,000 followers. What do you think I felt like when someone with 32 million followers said that I should take my fat ass on? Come on, man. Think about it. That shit caused me severe mental trauma. I've thought about it. Yo, these days they're calling me Ozempidemics. Chat, Meg the Stallion triggers me every time. You know when she said she saw the Tory Lanez video with the horse foot being chopped up and it re-traumatized her? How do you think I felt when I seen Meg Thee Stallion cooking a struggle meal for that bench player Klay Thompson. I can't even look at food the same no more, chat. Chat, I told you I have this lawsuit waiting. Because bullying is not only one way. And that's what Meg would like for you to think, that she's innocent and she's never said things to offend others. You know how many people who are like bulimic or whatever the other shit is? Not anemic. What was the shit? Whatever his shit is. She's been trolling me about food and eating and calling me big back mentally over years. I think I got a lawsuit.
Well, the question is, do you think Ak has a case to win here? I mean, if there is precedence for it, and we haven't really found out if it is or not. While Milagros was found liable for promoting altered video of Megan Thee Stallion, a district judge still has to, grant either they agree with the jury or don't. Like, either they agree with the jury that Milagros is media, therefore this isn't defamation or anything like that, or she doesn't agree, and Milagros gets hit with everything, gets the whole book thrown at her. So it's still more to find out from this case, clearly, and we shall see what happens. But do you think DJ Akademiks has a case here? Yeah, I mean, when you start using the court to target people that you don't like because you just don't like them and you want them to go away, and so you feel like you have enough money and power to make them go away, so you're going to abuse and use that money and power to make somebody you don't like what they're saying go away, then you look very authoritarian, kind of like our president. You know what happened with Jimmy Kimmel and that whole situation and hoopla? Trump tweeted, the FCC then went on to pressure ABC and Disney to take Jimmy Kimmel off the air, and that's where you land when you do what Megan Thee Stallion has done here. I'm not saying that Milagros should be posting altered or even promoting or telling people to go find and see deep fake videos of Megan Thee Stallion on the internet, but I feel like if it was that much of a problem, instead of suing her, go for the person that made it in the first place. You feel me? But no, we're going to sue the blogger that promoted it, who barely, like Ak says, has about 40,000 followers. So did it really do the damage that Megan Thee Stallion is claiming that it did? No, I doubt 99.8% of the world seen that that deep fake, because it was removed quickly. Like, it was there and it was gone the next day. So it was definitely scrubbed from the internet, and hopefully the person that made it got in trouble. But to sue a blogger that barely can really get any reach out there like that over it is kind of petty. And it tells me that people in the industry, in the rap space and world, and hip hop in general, weaponize the courts to basically prove their point. Like, if nobody in the public opinion is listening to them, and it's just like, that's bullshit, whatever, let's take them to court. And while Cardi B had a case, she did, because Tasha K was lying. Drake, Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't. And it's setting precedents for DJ Akademiks to do things like, I guess he's gearing up to do, which is suing Megan Thee Stallion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I am Savvy Mike in this. It's I Am Savvy Mike TV. Trying not to get sued. Peace.